focus on the kingdom, good. But if you are not taught prayer, you will deny the kingdom very soon. The reason why you deny the kingdom is not because Judas denied Jesus, Peter denied Jesus. But do you know that it's not only these two people that denied Jesus? They are the only ones you knew. All the other apostles denied. In fact, they buried Jesus. See, let me tell you, where are they? In the days that Jesus was led to be slaughtered. The reason why men are willing to be martyred, to die for Jesus, is because they have subscribed to prayer. So Jesus said, pray that ye not enter into temptation. He said, the devil desire to sweep you like a reed, but I have prayed for you. That is something that prayer does. Prayer has the ability to keep men in a level in the spirit. Any realm you enter by prayer, to take prayer to keep it. If you went from here to here by prayer, to take prayer to keep you here. And for you to go yonder, it will take another level of prayer. You may change the model, you may change the mechanism, but my brother, you cannot escape it. Jesus started with prayer, ended with prayer. You and I cannot escape it. And that's what I'm trying to let you understand. I don't care the level of your spirituality, you must still pray. And I told you, if you study some of these Arabian billionaires, Sultan of Brunei, you study some of these Dubai billionaires, do you know they are some of the most religious people on the earth? No matter how rich a Muslim man is, you can never take away his prayer. In fact, part of their goal is that they have a mosque by their house, just so that they can make prayer easy for themselves. In fact, if a Muslim man has an office, there will be prayer place in the office. If a Muslim man has a shop, if he has a school, there will be a mosque there. Why? So that he can have access to prayer fast as possible. A believer, the more you increase, the more you become richer, the more you go further from God, the more you think prayer is for poor people. That's the reason why believers can never become pillars on the earth. Prayer, the Bible says, is a master key. We should go and learn from the ants and learn from this Muslim, because no matter how much rich they are, you can never come to a point where they will not pray. It's believers that think that prayer is for poor people. We think that is not what you now wonder why your life has finished. God elevated you, make you director. You are a director in an office. Now you feel prayer is not important. Going to church is a hard thing. Going to any prayer group is a hard thing. You say that is where poor people are going, and you wonder why one day they wake up, they replace you with one Muslim that is staying there. That Muslim has kept his altar continually. If you don't pray, that is what is referred to as infirmities, the deception of life and the wickedness of life. Anything that look like evil will befall you. In fact, you may even self-destroy from the inside. Evil will be found in you. Everything in life, my friends, require prayer. We were in the bank the other day. Was it on Friday? On Friday, we went to the bank. When it's immediately 1 o'clock or 2, they say they are going to pray. I felt annoyed. Do you know why? Imagine a whole bank is shutting down because people are going to pray, and I, Philip Cephas, have to wait until they are done praying. I told them, let's get out of here. Why? Because me, I will wait for you to pray so that you come and answer me later. But can believers be in the midst of such a situation and say, please, I'm coming, I want to go and pray? We don't see our God as important. You are doing lecture, they will say, stop the lecture, it's time for prayer. Only Muslim have time for prayer, Christians don't have. It's not important. Our God doesn't demand it. You wonder why we are powerless. You wonder why we cannot rule in the affairs of life. Because in the matters of life, only those that pray have a voice. Only those that understand the sacrifice demanded by the altar to which they subscribe to. Believers don't care. No wonder the devil wait for us and he kill us so cheaply. We were there. The Archbishop, the Bishop of St. William's came. I think they kept him too now. The Bishop of St. William's, Bishop this St. William's Bishop, he came to withdraw. Tell them, you should know how much a bishop will come to withdraw. 30 million. I didn't tell me I was there. The bank are begging, GTB bank, they are begging that they don't have the cash there. He said, give me 30 million. They say, what? Bishop, what do you need it for? You say, we are doing a project in St. William Catholic Church. This Catholic Church bank are begging him. They have used his money on, they put his money in forex, so they are waiting for it to increase. But with all the capacity of bishop money, when time reach for prayer, they say they want to go and pray because they are still processing. The manager say they need one interbank form, that they want to borrow the money from other bank to bring so that they can join together. But bishop was kept by time of prayer. And now realize, no matter how rich an Islamic person go, he doesn't neglect his prayer life. Only Christian think is not important. You now realize why we will be the tail and they will be the head. It's not necessarily because they are violent, it's because we are prayerless. If every believer can pray as little as a Muslim can pray, we will all contend for the same territory. And in the days power is demanded, you'll be shocked. If you think the God they serve is not a good God, if you think their God is fake, ask yourself the question: can somebody be serving something that is not answering him for that long? You think human beings are stupid? One way or the other, that their Allah is answering their prayer one way or the other. If it's not answering, they would have stopped. And that is what I'm saying. If you have made contact with God, that means you have found a better light. But my friends, you must understand that the protocol of prayer required to keep you in any level will demand that you resist this your thinking that prayer is not important. Believers do not know that everything is against us. Everything. Let me tell you, everything you see on this earth is against a believer. A believer is an enemy of everybody, and because of that, for you to be able to survive, you need certain level of spiritual energy, and you can only get that by prayer. Imagine the discouragement of life. Imagine the wickedness of life. Imagine how many times we've looked upon our failures and it has the ability to make us feel as though God is not faithful. How then do we still believe God? By an energy within. There is a capacity within that we build in the place of prayer that make us survive in the days of adversity. I'm not worried that you are a Christian now, but can you remain a Christian for the next 5 years, the next 2 years, the next 6 years? What do you think will make you look upon the situation and say, even though he slay me, yet will I praise him? Job that made that statement. If you check the life of Job, from Job chapter 1, the Bible says Job was a prayerful person. In fact, all the time he offered sacrifice in scripture, all the time. And because Job was prayerful, in the day the devil come to confront him, Job can never insult God. Do you know why? Because to him, he has already come to the point of total surrender. It takes certain level of brokenness to pray. The Bible says, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways and seek my face and cry and pray, and I will hear from heaven and I will heal their land. Lafia will remain the same until you and I wake up to begin to pray. Those that pray are the ones that enjoy the good of the land. Those that do not pray will remain in penury. People suffer in life not because the economy is bad. They suffer in life because they don't know the ways of the winds. They don't know the ways of the spirit. In the days you say the economy is bad, there are people that are making it. How are they doing it? Those ones have taken out time to pay the required sacrifice to be able to understand the ways of the winds. I have always told you, don't believe anything by saying that you will suffer with. There are people that no matter what happens in this economy, they will suffer. I'm not joking. In fact, do you know that according to scripture, the Bible said the wealth of the Gentiles is what will be given to the righteous. There is nowhere in scripture that we are actually supposed to be the wealthy people. See, it is the wealth of the Gentiles that should be transferred to the righteous. What do you think the righteous have to do to be able to receive of the wealth of the Gentiles? How on earth can a righteous man have the capacity to buy into the heart of a Gentile? How is that possible? The Bible creates a scenario, and we saw that the children of Israel were in bondage for so long, and all the days of their bondage is so that God can transfer wealth from Egypt to them. And all the bondage they went through was because they were prayerless. In the day they said they want to go and begin to worship God, let my people go. What were they doing before? They were serving an idol. The day they became interested in worshiping God, when that one became their goal, the wealth of the Gentile was transferred, and by default God never stopped until the wealth of the Gentiles was transferred. In fact, the Bible says when they were leaving Egypt, all the gold, everything that Egypt has, Egypt was a world power, everything was transferred to the sons of Jacob.